It's an early morning on this October 21st, I want to say. 2:05 in the morning. Tossing and turning again. Can't sleep. Hip issues. Crazy hip issues. Oh. I took a nap yesterday. Woke up with the worst headache in the world. Terrible. What can I say about relationships? I've never been the go-between in a relationship before. Not the third, not to say the other woman, because I'm not the other woman, but I will actually be a fixture in a relationship. No, that sounds stupid. Why would you even say anything like that? We can't. Let's talk about what's real. Let's talk about Remy Ma's new album that's coming out in 2 weeks. That's what we're talking about. No, I don't know if she got a new album coming out. You know what I have been doing though? I've been working on another song just to pass the time. This one is called Ghost Love. I'm not feeling the chorus at all. I usually have, crazy choruses for my songs, but the verses are tight. But the chorus is meh. I mean, I'm sure I could tweak it up a little bit. Probably add some, a little singing in the background or something to make it sound better. Because, like, you burn, you grow, you ghost love, that's not adequate for a course. I mean, it is if you just want simple, straight to the point, but it's not something that'll have you bopping your head back for, like, this is cool, this kind of clicks. I'm supposed to be going out today with my mom's, like, getting out this house. The water heater broke downstairs, and we didn't have hot water for, like, 3 days. And we just got it turned on, like, last night sometime. So I got to wash myself properly, get into the right crevices with some soap and hot water. That's what's most important. Anyway, so we're supposed to be going out today to get out the house. Just tired of being in here stuck, sipping on raisin bread and laying back in my recliner. But if we do go, we're supposed to be going up to the Bronx to hang out. I'm still trying to, what do you say? I'm trying to get her to go to Red Lobster. She's not into going out to eat no more. If it is, it has to be a drive-through joint. She don't really trust this just the situation like that, because it's just there's so much openness around. There's too many places for people to do harm to you. So I guess the best way is to watch your back. But she says she's not going to eat out. If it is, we're going to eat somewhere that we normally eat, from places that we trust, that we've eaten at before, and that we didn't come out sick or harmed in some way at the end of whatever it was. I haven't been to Bay Plaza in a while. We used to go there a lot some years ago. We going up there in the summertime or whatever, just to be around the people and just to relax. But we're supposed to be going to Ashley Stewart, and I think the Avenue there is still open. If it's not, I can't do anything about it. But the Avenue and the Torrid is there. They also have a JCPenney there. We might, in the Old Navy, if we go in the Old Navy to see if they have a plus size section, we can do that. Sounds like a good time. Staying away from the casinos. It has officially been more than 8 months since we've been to a casino. And not that we're huge casino people, but we, when we need something to do and we just start, fingers start clicking a little bit, we find ourselves on our way up. Usually to a casino at the Empire City in Yonkers. But ever since the pandemic hit, they're only operating at 25% capacity. And you have to wait in line to get in. We're not having that. Nope. So we haven't been there. But Foxwoods and Mohegan Sun, they're operating at 50% capacity. So, first comes the worst, we might go there. But that's like a 2-hour drive. It's like an hour and 35 minutes one way, depending if there's no traffic and you're doing like 65, 70 the whole way. We haven't been there either. And just the nerve to want to go is just not there. And I'm already dipping into my savings. I said I was going to dip into my savings, and I'm dipping in it now. Because the emergency benefits, they're not going to be available for like 2 or 3 weeks. So I got to get ahead of my bills. So I already paid my credit cards down, and there's still enough in there to pay off one of my loans and my car note. And that'll set me at a good place till around, I want to say, it's time to pay the rent. So that would be about 4 weeks from now. So I should be okay. By the time I get, the back pay and everything else, it'll be enough to pay my rent. And by that time, I'll be on my way back to work if worst comes to worst. I'll be on my way back to work. And then, I also my appointment has been made to see the radiologist so they can see what's going on with the bones in my left leg and my hip. My entire left leg, my hip, and my lower back. Because if I have arthritis or if it's something crazy like that, oh, my touch. I'm trying to see what's going on. So that's not for another week or so. And then I have, what else I gotta get blood work done, but that's not for another 3 weeks or so. Blood work and that and the third. So much to do. So do tiny. God, my legs feel like dough. I feel like the fat right here, it feels like, what do you call that? Like, not the Play-Doh, like kids play with, not the clay stuff, the gooier stuff, the more like the plastic gooey stuff. That's not what I want my legs to feel like. I just want muscles there. So when I need to take off running for whatever reason, I can do it. Anyway, you can do it. Anything else I want to say? I got plenty to say. I just can't seem to get it to come to mind right now. Every time I try to think, it's like it gets blocked, and I can't say what I want to say. You ever try to be friends with somebody and they just don't get it? They're just never gonna get it. It's like you're barking the wrong way up the wrong tree. And he doesn't think so. He thinks he's barking the right way up the right tree because he's getting what he wants. I'm like, I'm tired of fighting with him about it. He's impossible that way. He's been impossible all the time. The whole time. Even when I didn't even know he was there, he was being impossible. And now, I can't deal with it. It's such a narcissist. Like, I can't deal with it. It's too fucking much. And I'm a narcissist too. No, see, don't put yourself. See, that's how narcissists work. They'll entitle you. You'll put them down, and then they'll entitle you so you can put yourself down after you make the comment. Oh, God. Oh, I need something to do with myself. My hips are... Oh. God, you ever feel like somebody's just grinding inside of the mold of your hips? Like a ball just grinding against the nerve. That's how I feel. I'm coming up on 10 minutes. And talk about something. Oh, I can't wait for breakfast. I'm already hungry. I don't know if we have enough for French toast, but I think we might have pancakes and bacon. That sounds like fun. And then I'll have my blueberry pomegranate vitamin smoothie. So I should be okay. But yeah, that blueberry pomegranate smoothie be hitting the spot. It's really good. I like it. I like it a lot. Well, first, no, I don't want to talk about it because that's what the narcissist wants to talk about. wants to talk about my urges about sex and trying to control it. But that's what gets his rocks off, knowing that I'm not having it and he's having it all. It's tough to it's a tough pill to swallow. Feeling like you're losing a race and everybody's running laps around you and you're just struggling to catch up. And it's not even that. I don't even think I'm on the same track they are. I think I'm on the fence watching them run. But I don't think I'm actually in the race just because I'm watching them run. They just keep running by me, making faces. Say, ooh, you should see what I did last night or what I'm doing right now. It's tough. It's tough. It pulls at the heartstring. It pulls at the nerve. You ever feel anxious and depressed at the same time? That's exactly how I feel. I'm severely depressed, very, 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 very depressed. But then my nerves are so dumbed down that to get up, I end up making myself anxious. So it's like I'm jumping in anxiety, but the nerves themselves are depressed. And so this comatose reactions I keep having is so painful, so uncomfortable, way too much. Thinking about going back to school. If I go back to school, it's not going to be the smartest thing to do will be just to get my master's in public administration. That'll take me about a year and a half, and at least I'll have my MBA in something. But at the same time, I want to go to school for creative writing and art. I want to go back to school for that. You got mad schools that are just for learning the arts and stuff like that. And if I went back to school for creative writing, I can really get my foot in that door of fantasy writing. Because I like The World So New, but that book can really, it can really come into fruition if I just had the right ideas to get into it. The right things to think about and write about. And I'm not supposed to, the black in me tells me I'm not supposed to write fantasy. I'm not supposed to be writing about that. That's not my area. I should be writing about hood stuff and hood drama, and I have some of those stories in me. I would love to write a story about who and all his escapades, but I don't think he's gonna let me into that part of his life. Kind of been forced to let me know what was going on this far, and it was a force. He did not voluntarily come in that information. There was a whole bunch of other people pushing him toward me. Tell her what it is, let her know. I don't know. I've just been starved in the romance department. I think people coming in here dropping crumbs from the crackers they ate, it just keeps dumbing down and cheapening my standards because I'm so hungry. It's not even for that person. It's just from fasting and starving in that department. People keep cheapening the moment by getting the craziest, most the dog of the group to hit on me with these crumbs and crackers. And I can't say no. I'm saying no, but he's reading the part of me that's in struggle from fasting and starving. He's just at that part. He doesn't see all of the muscles around it, controlling it, contracting on it, trying to keep it at bay. He just sees the part that it's reacting. So that's enough. I don't see it. I just see myself battling it day after day after day after day for the past 20 years. And I can't believe it's been 20 years. It doesn't feel like 20, but it is. 20 years with no baby making music. That's why I don't have any kids now. Just me, myself, and my mom. And then we talk about, separating and moving apart. She going into a senior facility and then me actually on my own. That's going to take on a life of its own so fast. Because it's a weight is going to be lifted off the side of my body. And then it's just it's going to be crazy, but I'm going to wake up and it's just all the drama is just going to be there at me. Because it's not going to be a deter there. And then I really have to put on my bootstraps and get my life on track. It's not going to be, me sitting in my bedroom staring out the window. Hell no. I'm just going to keep busy. If you keep busy, they can't bother you. So all the things I've been wanting to do with my work, I can do it. I can go to work, maintain a healthy lifestyle, exercise, maybe get a dog,